Today in the battle arena, well, we got one woman who can manipulate and control matter at will, and another girl who can do, well, pretty much everything else. It's Scarlet Witch versus Sersi. So who's coming out on top here? Who's gonna win? Let's find out. And before we really get into it, make sure you go hit the subscribe button and turn notifications, hit the little bell icon. Only about 30% of y'all are subscribed, and I love each and every one of you. Big hugs, big kisses, love you. Other 70%, what are you doing with your lives if you're not subscribed to this channel? Like, seriously, what are you doing? So go hit the subscribe button and then get purpose in your life. Get meaning in your life. That's what I promise on this channel. All right, let's get into it. And I think I want to start out with taking a look at Sersi, because while she might look human, she might be looking good, she's not quite like us. She's an eternal, meaning that she's superhumanly strong, she's superhumanly tough, even got a healing factor on top of that. She's got better reflexes and agility and stamina. She's even immortal. Basically what I'm trying to say is that Sersi has some stuff going for her right out of the gate. Biggest knock against Wanda is probably her durability. She can be taken out fairly easily. Can't say the same thing about Sersi. On top of that, well, Sersi's a pretty crazy power. The ability to transmute matter. Basically, anything she touches, as long as it's not living, she can change it up and change it into something else in an instant. And this really comes in handy, getting people out of danger, in harm's way, or attacking deviants, or whatever. It even got to the point where she was able to transform and change living things, like when she transformed a deviant into a tree. Definitely wasn't supposed to be able to do that. She might still have to touch it in order to make it happen, but her powers are clearly growing and evolving throughout the movie, that's for sure. And then there's that one kinda big thing that she did. The one thing that puts her in contention with somebody like Scarlet Witch. She killed a Celestial. Yeah, those big guys with infinite matter and energy powers. The ones responsible for starting the Big Bang. The ones who brought suns and planets and life itself into existence. Sersi killed one of them. What can Scarlet Witch do that can possibly top that? Well, let me tell you. So here's the thing. There are basically three different aspects of Scarlet Witch's powers that we need to take a look at here. Her telekinesis, her telepathy, and then her chaos magic. And just starting out, just looking at her telekinesis, the stuff she's doing is kinda insane. I mean, let me put it this way. As of this point in the MCU, there are two people who have broken vibranium. Thanos and Scarlet Witch. Wanda threw some massive boulders at Thanos. She's able to block a downward strike from Thanos and his sword. Top it all off, Scarlet Witch pushed back against a Leviathan. The same thing that Hulk did. She's managed to stop an oncoming wave of threshers, hold them up in the air and then send them crashing to the ground, and even lift Thanos up into the air and squeeze down on top of him. Wanda can do so much with her telekinesis, it's not even funny. And like we said, that's just one aspect of Scarlet Witch's powers. Wanda is also a powerful telepath. I mean, starting out in Age of Ultron, she managed to take out every Avenger by playing mind games with them. Scarlet Witch is also able to use her telepathy to control pretty much everyone in Sokovia, and control everyone in Westview for who knows how long. Days at least, could have been weeks or even months. And then finally, well, we gotta talk about the chaos magic. In the MCU, it's what allowed Wanda to control the Hex and live and move within her own little reality inside of Westview. But she's also able to exit the Hex surrounding the town and exist in the real world and even manipulate and control the Hex at will. To top it all off, it's looking like Scarlet Witch is now practicing her own magic. So as powerful as she is here, she's only going to get more and more powerful from here on out. And that is a scary thought. Okay, so that's both our heroes here. Now I want to circle back around to Sersi killing the Celestial. Amazing feat, jaw-dropping performance. but probably shouldn't count here. For starters, she was part of the Unimind, a link between the minds of all the Eternals and the Celestial Tiamat, and was there to draw their collective power together, then channeled into the Celestial. So basically, this shouldn't count as just something that Sersi did all by herself. That's not what happened here. Secondly, little thing, she still gotta touch Scarlet Witch to do anything here. I don't think it's gonna happen in this fight. On the other hand, well, Scarlet Witch did something kinda similar to killing a Celestial, destroying an Infinity Stone, one of the 6 fundamental forces of the universe, one of the 6 singularities, and Wanda did it all by herself. I think that's probably more impressive than Sersi, just because Scarlet Witch did it all by her lonesome. But it's not only that. Scarlet Witch can do so much with her magic and her telepathy and her chaos magic and her telekinesis, and she can do it all from a distance. I don't even think Sersi truly gets a shot in this fight because I don't think she gets the chance to touch Scarlet Witch. Definitely not before Wanda puts her down. Wanda could put her down a countless million different ways, but the end result is always going to be the same. Scarlet Witch wins. But who do you think wins? Sign off in the comments down below, Scarlet Witch or Sersi. What would Sersi have to do in order to beat Scarlet Witch? In your opinion, sign off down below. Also, be sure that like button, subscribe button, turn notifications on the Fanco army, and I will see y'all next time.